Susul.
Hi, welcome to Under the Plumbob. It's a podcast about all the things about The Sims and how we avoid the real world, because sometimes you really, really need to avoid the real world.
For a multitude of reasons.
Mm-hmm. Yes, like millions of people avoiding the real world. This is Social Bunny. I'm Roxy.
I'm Melissa.
I'm Jessica.
Oh, boy.
You're my buddies. My bunny buddies.
Yes. Yeah.
We got buns. Yo, like, it is very real out there, isn't it?
Very real. Very real. I'm getting my mug, but I might scratch out the go back to the real world part.
Yeah. I mean, we weren't gonna jump right in with it, but I feel like we kind of have to, because the big virus-laden elephant in the room, COVID-19.
Like the sim in the room who died of rabid rodent fever is wearing the rodent outfit, the hamster outfit, and has the foaming. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're there.
It's hard to miss.
We're there. And not to make light, because it's a serious illness and a lot of people are affected in this in many different ways. So our thoughts, our tots and, what is it? Tots and players?
Tots and pairs.
Tots and pairs. Our tots and pairs and our love genuinely is with anyone suffering from this in any capacity. It's tough. We're in a tough spot. When this all started, I actually did like a virtual doctor visit because I wasn't feeling great and I had like a cough. It turns out it was allergies and I'm a big wuss. But anyway, I was on the virtual doctor visit call with my doctor. And I'm like, do we think that this is COVID maybe? I'm like watching the news. I just don't know. And he said to me, these are difficult times for sure. I'm like, not the most assuring thing to hear from the doctor, but okay. These are hard. These are tough times. Like, okay, great. Thanks.
Bright spot.
Yeah. So what have y'all been doing to do your due diligence and staying indoors? I know it's been so hard for us introverts over here.
Yeah. About that. I have to force myself to go out. So
Roxy is living right now.
Every time I have a meeting with my coworkers, I'm like, this is great. And they're both all like, can you not?
Yeah. I'm like secretly living my best life. Like I'm kind of in the closet about it because at work, everyone's like, I just miss people. I'm just like physically being at work and seeing you. And I'm sitting like with no bra, not on camera in my conference. Like, yeah, ooh, it's terrible. Ooh, the worst.
I am so jealous because I am an essential worker.
Oh no. How you holding up?
I'm doing fine. Yeah.
You are
surviving.
One of many who are surviving, who are helping the rest of us survive.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh, bless you and bless us all.
Are people behaving themselves, or do I need to release the hounds?
Please release the hounds.
Okay, I'm on it. Button push. It can't be unpushed, people.
Mm-hmm. It has hit the point where it's my goal to irritate at least one customer a day. So
shouldn't be too hard, honestly. No. Everyone's kind of on edge.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh,
but we're all doing the best we can.
We are.
Okay, some people are doing the best they can. Some people are just being assholes.
It's the best that they can do.
Make sure you're doing the best you can and taking care of yourself. And I have my tip of the week, which is get yourself a weighted blanket and just have blanket time once a day. Or as many times a day.
Time sounds amazing.
I'm literally doing that like every day. And it's like, okay, I'm just going to do this whenever I feel overwhelmed, and it's all good.
I highly recommend weighted blankets. They are the tits.
How much is yours? Mine's like 12 and my daughter's is 15.
I don't remember because it was a
Something
gift,
like that. Yeah.
and I threw away like the packaging, but it's like pretty heavy.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm trying to think. 12 is like a hefty cat, but spread out. So I'm trying to think relatively how heavy mine is. It's heavier than that. I think mine's like 40 or 30 or something.
Oh my goodness. I didn't know they made them that heavy.
Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure.
The 18 like is heavy duty 20. And has soundly brought Scraps into the realm of being the oversleeping teenager.
Welcome.
Yeah.
I'm still there, so.
All right, but so we did manage to collect news for you from the Simiverse.
Shall we jump straight into the news, friends?
Yes, there was news. There was patches, like stealthy patches.
Yeah, patches for seemingly no reason, but patches nonetheless.
Yeah, it was almost like they were like, well, we have some stuff ready. Let's just release it.
Good, because I don't know about you, but I'm playing a little bit more of The Sims than I have in a while.
I am too, despite working.
That's amazing, because I used to play nonstop, and ever since I had to go 100% telework, I don't want to look at a computer when I'm offline. Like, when I'm off, I don't want to look at the computer anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm actually playing way less. But I know I'm in the minority.
No, this has made me very aware of my screen time and how I go from work computer screen to phone computer screen to desktop computer screen. And then if I want to give myself a little break, I'll go into my bedroom and put on the TV screen. So it's not great. And there have been days when my eyes are like, dude, can you chill a little bit?
Oh, yeah. So, my eyes are not happy. I was about to get my eyes checked right before we went into our self-imposed quarantine just prior to the actual quarantine.
Right.
And so I was like canceling that appointment, but my poor eyes.
Yeah, it's rough. But on the bright side, we have Sims, and we have Sims that is somewhat improved. So,
yay.
Roxy, you want to run through some of these overall patch notes?
I think you and Jessica should do it since you're the ones who are actually playing right now.
Sure. We'll go.
I'm in the doghouse.
We've got improved compatibility with newer Mac OS releases. Refer to the FAQ for more details.
Mac stuff was Mac'd.
You can find all of these patch notes, by the way, on EA's site. There were some Mac OS specific patch notes that we will get to in a moment.
They made some small visual and functional improvements to the main menu.
Custom paintings on nearby lots that are taken a picture of. Nope. Is it that one now from the... What? The what?
It's custom? When you upload something to the gallery, but if you have a picture, like you took a picture in your game and then hung it up, I guess it's supposed to be flagged as custom content.
Oh.
IDKY.
Interesting. So, because your sim can, I think it's like paint from reference.
Mm-hmm.
And so when your sim does a paint from reference painting, it's essentially a screenshot of your lot.
Mm-hmm.
So when you save that in a gallery creation and upload it, that will be flagged as custom content, which makes sense because it's custom to your build. Interesting.
Well, and I've had downloaded lots before where there were a bunch of like paintings and stuff that were clearly not from in-game content. And I wonder if that was causing a problem on console since they aren't allowed to have custom content.
Oh, yeah, good point. Interesting. Okay.
They addressed an issue resulting in a conflicting block cluster error message that could occur while building, preventing you from being able to draw or move walls.
Oh, dear. I don't think I experienced that, but glad it doesn't exist anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I think I might have run into that, but I was just like, what's going on? What did I do wrong? Because I'm not a builder.
Restart. I can't.
Yeah.
Back.
Non-active traded Sims will no longer get the not enough exercise tense moodlet. Oh my god. That would feel like such a personal attack. Hey, you aren't getting enough. That's like the Sim version of that smartwatch where it's like, hey, time to breathe. It's like, I know how to breathe. Thank you so much. What is it? The Apple Watch that like reminds you to breathe.
I am breathing.
I'm breathing fine. It's fine.
I wonder if this will fix my Super Sim save, because I didn't have this. I don't think I had this problem with it, but I had a bunch of other problems with my Super Sim. Like her specifically, she aged up. I think I gave her, I don't remember what trait I gave her, but she was still a child. So she only had one trait and it wasn't materialistic. And yet she constantly had the tense trait moodlet from stale surroundings from materialistic. And I was like, she doesn't have that trait. It was very annoying.
You start your Super Sim from birth?
I was trying to, but I got really mad and haven't touched it because it was glitched.
That's hardcore.
Well, there's an advantage to doing it, but we'll get into it when we do our Super Sim episode.
Yes, coming up soon.
Stay tuned for that.
Indeed.
Stair railings will no longer appear incomplete when placed against a half wall, which is nice.
I'm gonna have to play with that because me and stair railings do not get along.
I've never had a good stair railing ever in a Sim game.
Yeah, they poke out through the wall. Anyway, I'll check it out. Whims are once again, whoever is writing these, I love you, but passive voice.
It's actually Simguru Gnome.
Simguru Gnome, passive voice. These are bad.
Yeah.
Bad. Okay. Sims can once again complete whims after they travel. Whims are the things that your Sims want to do, but you don't have to do. So in Sims 4, they appear as little thought bubbles above the portrait of the Sim. Jess, I think they appear similarly in Sims 3.
Yeah. They're more like wishes in Sims 3.
Wishes, yeah. Whims, wishes, similar concept.
You can now safely raise or lower the foundation of the Nookstone lot in Oasis Springs. Walls, floors, and furniture will no longer disappear. And that is very specific.
That is.
Yeah, how did that one lot get messed up is what I want to know.
Yeah.
You know why? Because Tom Nook, the owner of Nookstone, is doing another game right now. He's really busy. That's a little joke for you Animal Crossing fans.
I was going to say, you're making a reference that I don't get.
Well, I bought it not an hour ago, so I finally caved. Once we go back to the real world, I'm going to go back to the island world, probably.
Good luck with, I mean, do you? I watched Lauren Z-Side play that for about 5 minutes, and I was like, this is super boring.
Oh, then you're going to hate Stardew Valley.
Yeah, I never played that either.
That's fair.
But Scratch got obsessed.
It scratches a different itch than Sims. I was playing a lot of Planet Zoo, and that was a different part of my brain. I came back to The Sims like within the last couple of days and really got into it. And it's just a different taste. Anyway, the tutorial, our sweet tutorial, will no longer lock if your Sim is promoted before you are given the "you need to gain a skill to be promoted" task. The tutorial is just a hot mess. Look, if you're new to The Sims, my advice at this point, skip the tutorial and open up YouTube. Just if you're confused as to how to play, it's a very simple user interface, especially if you've played, 1 through 3. And if you haven't, if you're brand new, listen to our podcast. First of all, start at episode 1. But just the playthrough tutorial is rough.
Yeah,
it's causing all kinds of problems.
They came out with it after we started recording, and I was really excited to try to do an episode featuring the tutorial, but it just doesn't seem like it works. Like, every time I hear someone talk about it, they're like, it doesn't work, I got stuck.
Oh, boy. I see the tutorial people in my town all the time, and I'm like, get back, you're full of glitches. Go away.
Said I played it for all of 10 minutes. I'm like, nope, I'm done with this.
Get me out of here. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have a personal grudge against Alex Moyer, who's your roommate, because she's immortal.
I was just going to say, didn't you try to murder her?
Yeah, I tried to murder her and found out that she couldn't die, and I was real bitter about it.
Well, we can all get what we want.
I know.
In Get Together, they fixed a graphic issue that could occur on Mac with some Intel graphics cards that caused plants in Windenburg to appear blocky when in laptop mode. So if you're on a Mac with an Intel graphics card, you're in laptop mode and you're playing in Windenburg, they got you covered.
Very specific, again. Yeah, I mean, on one hand, laptop mode is garbage, but I understand that not everyone can play on something other than a laptop, so you do you. And that was specifically Get Together, but you guys figured that out. For city living, bulldozing number 888 Spire apartment lots should no longer result in error code 123:28B6EE3B. We hope it does not result in error code 123456789ABCDE. We are fairly certain it should not result in error code 8675309, and under no circumstance should error code 42 occur. Those are all SimGuru nomisms, which are nice little Easter eggs. Again, you can read all of these on the EA site.
Yeah, we'll have the link in the show notes. And back to the dolphins again.
Wait, what?
42. Thanks for the fish.
Thanks for all the fish.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, right?
Yes.
Yeah, 42 is the answer to the ultimate question.
Sure.
Which I guess
don't
wasn't
want
the
that.
dolphins, it was the mice. It's all very complicated.
Yeah, not familiar. That's a reference that I don't understand.
That one's for the literary nerds.
Yes. Cats and dogs, the male veterinarian coat now has properly visible ID badge. Safety first.
Very good. Safety and security.
Yes. Yep, know who is neutering your pet.
For all I know, this could be some man who walked in off the street and is taking a knife to Fluffy. We don't approve.
Oh, no.
Anyway. For seasons, Sims should no longer get the chilled buff when the thermostat is set to warmer. Wow. Okay. Yeah. An error, a glitch that makes no sense. We love.
Yes.
According to SimGuru Gnome, unless you have a heater that turns on and off repeatedly due to a bad switch in the system, and then when it decides to fail completely, it just ignores input for about 3 hours. And then when you wake up in the morning, you have to carry a heavy blanket with you.
Never mind.
What? Okay. Listen, again, you do you. Everybody's struggling these days, so.
It was just really funny when I read that the first time, because I had woken up that morning and my heat didn't kick on, so I'm walking around in a giant sweater.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because half the country got bathed in snow, which is insane to have all that on top of everything else.
It's nuts. It's so nuts. Yeah, we're doing okay. It's mostly mild, but our apartment isn't super well insulated, and it retains heat stupidly well. We don't pay for heat, which is nice, but it's because it's always hot in my apartment. So sauna
That's
in here.
In my dorm, we had these big heating radiator things that you couldn't control. So it would be we had no air conditioning, so forget about that. But they'd turn on the heat whenever they wanted. So we usually spent the entire year with our window open just so we could survive.
Dear God. Yeah, they control when the heat switches to air conditioning. So they get to decide when it's too warm in here. And they do it in the middle of May, which is never soon enough.
No.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, I had a dorm like that too, and it was the middle of December. It was -2 outside, and everyone inside was wearing shorts and tank tops.
Well, at least they were keeping you warm.
Yes.
Yeah.
We won't talk about what we had to resort to in the the last days of summer.
Oh no.
That's a story for another time.
Truly.
In Get Famous, actor prep tasks will no longer reset on traveling. This is the second travel issue in the game. Was it trying to tell us something?
Ooh. Is that a us comment or a?
I think
That's
that
a
was
no. That's a gnome comment. Yeah.
Oh, oh, wait. Okay. Does that say anything exciting to you? Because my brain is going in a place.
I think it is a reference to the open world, but I don't think it's anything to get excited about.
Oh, so it's a snarky comment about traveling?
That's my guess.
Dude, Super Gnome, chill. So I took that as they're fixing travel-related bugs because maybe we're getting something travel-related, like another world type of situation soon.
Well,
I don't know.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Okay, yeah.
I did notice this glitch. In January, we did a challenge where we were supposed to like complete a career that we hadn't done before, or an aspiration, or something like that. I think it was either or both. And so I ended up making a pair of siblings in San Myshuno and discovering a lot about stuff that I hadn't done before. Like she did the trendsetter stylist to career thing, which I hadn't really played through, and then he did the actor career. And I noticed like I would get all his check marks, but then as soon as I went like from the lot outside the apartment and then had to travel to get back into his apartment, everything would reset, but his performance would still go up. So I finally decided that it was checked off, just not visually.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway.
Interesting. In Island Living, beaches are now available for weddings. Was that not a thing before?
I guess not, because like when you tell the game you want to make it a social event, you get like a very limited list of locations, and it can be very annoying.
Yeah.
So I guess beaches weren't on that.
I don't do a ton of social events. I really don't.
I hate them.
I should do more.
Yeah.
I'm more likely to just get like elope.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Or like marry right now. Okay. Done. I feel like they are hard on the game, and maybe I'm burned from Sims 3 experience. I don't know, but I think I have bad memories with the old events.
I just tried to have a birthday party recently in my game, and the wrong sim aged up, so I got frustrated.
Oh no!
My heart just like sank a little bit. That is anxiety that I know so well.
I just closed the game. I'm like, I'm not having any more parties. Nope.
Done. Forget it.
No more. In Discover University, Sims living in dorms should no longer receive high bills to live there.
Sorry, this is just, woo, as someone who went to a stupidly expensive university for no reason, that is very funny to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I've been there as well.
The meme that's like, I don't know if this happened at your colleges, but they made us like pay to print at the library, and tuition was already stupid high that we were like, why? Why do I have to pay 15 cents a page at the school that I already pay to go to? Ugh.
No library budget?
Probably not. They also, this came up in my memories recently, and it was a post that I had made from said library that was like the turnstile to get in, like the security turnstile was like malfunctioning one day, and was like this super loud alarm was going off. And I was like, how is it that I can go to this school, pay this much in tuition, and the malfunctioning security turnstile is going off in the library, effectively making it the loudest place on campus? How is this happening to me? So that was good times.
It's the ghost of Alanis Morissette from the 90s.
Yeah, I think that's hysterical. That was a glitch. Wait, I have to pay? Anyway.
I was actually really pleased that you could have things repaired and not have to pay for the repairman.
Is that a thing now, or did it just change?
It was like that from the beginning, because like the first few times I played, I would just be like, well, I'm not fixing that. I don't want to have to pay for the repairman. And then I finally was like, okay, fine, I'll call the repairman. And they came and it was $0. And I was like, oh, I should have been doing this all along.
I wonder if that still I wonder if that's linked to bills in any way. If you're playing and that has changed, let us know. I'm interested in finding that out. If you can, in a dorm.
Yeah, I never got bills when I was in the dorms, so I don't know if that was just on some systems or what.
I don't know. For Spa Day, the Take Bath with Soaks and Take Mud Bath interactions are once again available on shower tub combos. From SimGuru Gnome, this time we won't have to remove the fix because of crosses fingers. ...
I don't know what that means.
What the hell is that? That's shady.
Like, is he saying... I don't know.
Oh my god.
What
Something
does it all
happened.
mean?
Shouldn't have to remove the... Okay, now I'm thinking travel...
Did they try to fix this before, and that's what made the things glitch out and not raise your hygiene?
Maybe.
And then they had to take it out, and that's when the soaks and the mud bath disappeared when they fixed the hygiene glitch. Because I noticed in the last, 2 or 3 weeks that you couldn't get those options on tubs anymore. And I was like, what happened? Were they just never there? I'm so confused.
Well, technically, I mean, if you take a mud bath, you get dirty. So I feel like it makes sense for that one. No? Just me?
Yeah, but do you remember, back at the beginning of the year, if you would anytime you took a shower, your hygiene would actually go down? Oh, wait, you weren't playing back then. But yeah, it was really annoying.
I kind of remember, yeah.
Yeah.
Was that linked with Island Living? There was some bathtub situation with Island Living, I feel like, because of mermaids.
Yeah.
Guys, we've been doing this a long time.
And we still don't know what the hell we're talking about.
No, we don't. We're just going along here.
Bumbling along.
Yeah, so who knows what that means?
Okay, in Jungle Adventure, child Sims will no longer get a flirty buff after eating Flutterberry.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
We do not need flirty children, though.
We're going to move right on past that one. No, thank you. 2 for Realm of Magic. Magical clones will no longer become permanent Sims after traveling. I hate that. I hate everything about that. You can clone yourself? I haven't played Realm of Magic.
Well, I kind of wish that the clones you made in the scientist career weren't permanent, because I did that once, and I was like, now I'm stuck with this clone of my character, and I don't want it.
Big yikes. Big ol' yikes.
It was so unfortunate, because I was just like, it's not her fault that I didn't know she was permanent, but...
I'm sorry I created you.
She didn't fit into my plans.
Oh, God. Yeah. It's like that Paul Rudd show. I forget. It's a Netflix show. It's Paul Rudd. Look it up. There's clones. Spoiler alert.
Oh, right.
Anyway, and Sims can once again resume writing books when their familiars are active. I mean, some realism here. Amid our working from home situation, my cats have become very accustomed to the fact that treats o'clock is all the time. And writing anything, typing anything is very difficult when your familiars are active. So I get it, but glad they fixed it.
In Tiny Living Stuff, tiny home residential lots added to vacation worlds via the gallery will now properly convert into rental lots.
Delightful.
I have so many questions. How? What?
Okay.
Explain. How do you download a lot from the gallery for the vacation worlds?
I don't know, and I am very interested.
Mm-hmm.
Well, also vacation worlds, plural. It's just outdoor retreat, right? Oh, and jungle
adventure.
Okay. Yeah, I have never edited lots for the vacation worlds.
I guess you can edit them when you're on them, and that's how you do it.
Sure. Okay.
Makes sense.
Okay.
All right, I got there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. This to me is more evidence to perhaps a third vacation world. I'm just saying.
Oh,
They're prepping.
ooh. What would it be?
Ooh.
Well, jungle. We'll save it. We'll save it. We will speculate. We have news. We have news to get through. Okay. Hold that thought. On April 14th, there was a Mac patch. April 7th, there was the patch for everybody else. The Mac patch was on the 14th. Was this due to like things being broken from the patch on the 7th, or just a bonus one?
I'm unsure.
Cool. Players can once again launch The Sims 4 in their language preference when their choice is different from the origin language options. The important. Downloaded packs are now correctly moved to their new location. Origin will no longer insist on reinstalling the packs. This means players won't end up with 2 copies. Also, very important. And they made a couple stability improvements, as we mentioned at the top. So, there's been some other breaking news, and we're here to shake our fingers at the ne'er-do-wells involved. Roxy, kick it off.
Did I ne'er-do-well someone? Oh, yeah. Okay.
I have ne'er-do-well as a verb now? I love it.
You're welcome.
Did I ne'er-do-well someone?
I'm gonna report the news, and then I might put on my tinfoil hat.
Okay, wait. Breaking news.
The EA servers have sustained a DDoS attack as of the 14th of April and was squashed by midday GMT on the 15th of April. But this had a deleterious effect on the gallery and caused a lot of the servers to go offline. And just, if you know what a DDoS attack, it's like denial of service, something like that.
Shoot, I should know this.
It's like when the hackers will go and like, oops, it's okay.
Sorry.
Hackers will go in and like flood a server and basically make it crash and not let other people use it.
Distributed denial of service.
Yeah.
DD.
I heard about it on Mr. Robot.
Yeah, it's gnarly and it's mean and it's rude and I don't like it and I'm upset about it.
Rude.
But
just don't appreciate it.
Just a little tiny tinfoil hat moment.
Yeah.
Is it really a DDoS attack, or is it just that so many people are playing the Sims right now? Oh, sorry, it was affected the gallery and Sims Mobile. Is it just so many people playing that their servers crashed and they're just like, oh, we got hacked? It wasn't that we were unprepared.
Okay.
I'm a bit of a conspiracy theorist, sorry.
I dig it. I follow. I'm here for it. Yeah, that could be. I mean, it makes sense. We're all kind of stuck home playing The Sims. Speaking of Sims Mobile and being stuck home playing The Sims, pew, pew, pew. Jess, tell us about this free gift.
Yeah, if you play Sims Mobile, they gave you a free gift, and it had a bunch of, like, quarantine-related stuff. You got, like, a germ-away toiletry rack, germ-away soap, Guga Console 15. I don't know what that is. I don't play Sims Mobile. And then my personal favorite, the 12-ply dual-roll toilet paper.
Amazing.
Yeah, I would say we have all of these objects except the dual roll toilet paper. And why don't we have that? I want it.
Yeah, that's a console, or not console. That is a Sims Mobile exclusive, and I'm into it.
Mm-hmm.
I want what they have.
That's honestly probably a first, but no, they got what's his butts before we did.
Is he
Ziggy
fabulous?
Stardust. Yeah, him. I was close. It's fine.
You were, totally.
So yeah, they gave him those little items, 3,000 simoleons, and the little graphic shows 2 mobile Sims like video chatting, which is cute. Wow. VCute. And in our console versus PC versus mobile wars, Superdata announced that in February 2020, Sims 4 had more PS4 players than PC players. I mean,
wow.
That's not a great look for us console haters. We're not console haters. Tom, we love you. I'm kidding.
Not again, Melissa.
Here we go. The hate mail. The PC game had 2.2 million players, while the PS4 had 2.5 million. I think Dom plays on an Xbox. Is that?
I think he plays on a PS.
Oh, really?
But I don't really know. They're all the same to me.
It's a console. I don't know.
A box by the TV.
Yeah. Clickety-clacky on the old controller thing. No mice to be had. This is likely due to the game being free during this period for PS Plus members. Okay, so they offered it for free, is what happened. What happened was they put it out there for free. So had a little push in that direction.
Yeah.
My sister bought Sims 4 for PC, for Mac, actually. And she was video chatting me when my mom was video chatting me. And she was like, I'm making a sim. I'm like, no, you're not. Oh my God, you can listen to my show now. And she's like, yeah, well, maybe. She's my little sister, and she has been cooler than me since the day she was born. So it's fine. Tumblr news?
Tumblr news. Well, there was a little hiccup on Tumblr, and this came to my attention from Shane on our Patreon Discord. Simizin Shane let us know that Little Miss Sam was all in a tizzy because her Tumblr account got deleted with no warning.
Yikes.
So that was a big yikes, and she was kind of upset that she might have to redo everything. But it was later fixed, so if it was down, it was because of Tumblr, and now it should be back.
What does your tinfoil hat say about that?
Robots are in charge, and they aren't very smart.
Great answer.
Yeah.
Excellent. Jess, you want to tell us about some pet stuff?
Okay. Yes, my first pet stuff came out on console on March 31st. So now console. Yeah.
Talking about stealth updates.
Yeah.
I think this links back to our conspiracy about them taking down the My First Pet trailer from the YouTube account. Like, someone said this might be one of the reasons.
Why would they take it down?
I don't know. Maybe they were going to like re-up it when it came out. I don't know. I haven't looked it up again, but I know at one point it got taken down, and I thought, well, maybe if they're going to put it out on console, they're going to redo it or something.
Interesting.
Sorry, that one's a half-baked conspiracy.
It works. So now console players can have small pets and extra cat and dog stuff. They also have access to the Sims' own super contagious virus, rabid rodent fever. But don't worry, there is a vaccine for that.
Yay.
Yeah. Thank goodness.
Some good news. We want to bring you good news, too.
Yes.
Vaccines are important. Get them. Is rabid rodent your favorite, Roxy?
Me? Yeah. Because the other illnesses are just annoying, but that one, I'm so curious about the engine behind it, and I want to play around with it, but not right now.
Soup's dramatic. Yeah.
But I did play around with it a little bit in the past.
Sure. Good stuff.
Maybe someday.
Well, what we also got, and this might be, I don't know if it's big news. It's really kind of like big, not big news. We got a 6-month timeline plan, sort of, from Sim Guru Duke. It was a blog post on EA's site, again, link in the description, stating that there's a 6-month roadmap coming out in The Sims 4. Can you hear those pots and pans in the background?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
It's fine. We'll just say it's ambiance.
Ambiance, yeah. I'm in a sweet cafe. It is a 6-month roadmap of what's coming in The Sims 4. We got this nice little graphic along with the blog post. And I gotta say, the graphic is not, like, super descriptive. I just made it huge.
Yeah, I see that.
So I made it huge because there's a tiny little small print on the bottom with an asterisk that says, everything is subject to change at EA's discretion wwithout notice. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
No love that.
No doy, I say.
Cover the butt.
This is all very interesting to me because at my work, we are kind of the ones in charge of all of the communications around all of this COVID-19 madness, how everyone is transitioning, how we're making all of this work, basically. So this was kind of a little post from likely their equivalent of me, then, like that kind of job at EA. So the highlights are the Sims EA Max's team has entirely transitioned to work from home as of the week of March 16th. They are currently hard at work on the new community voted stuff pack. They say, I know, of course we are. I can't tell you its name because we have not voted on that yet, but I saw the list of options last week and I have no idea which one you will all choose. Last round of voting, pack icon and title should occur in mid to late April. Okay, so we're going to be able to vote on the title and icon for this upcoming pack.
That's pretty exciting.
I think so.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, we've kind of put everyone's been having a say in this upcoming pack. That's exciting.
It's like every step of the way we've had input on it.
And this is still the like granny pack, right?
Yes.
Granny Cold. I mean, if there's a write-in and we can ask them to do Granny Cold, that will be my legacy as a human being, yes. I think.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, that's the hope. Yeah, last round of voting should occur mid to late April. It is mid-April. Let's go as of recording this. So if the vote is out, make sure you vote. And if you can write in #Granny Cult, great.
Yes.
The team has also... Nope, did I skip one?
Expansion
pack.
Okay.
Yeah. The upcoming expansion pack.
Ooh.
Again, no news on when, particularly. Sim Guru Duke in the blog post says, I'm super excited about the theme the team has chosen. I think it will be a surprise to many of you.
What could it be?
What could it be? All right.
I want to know.
I want to know. Well, let's discuss in 1 second. So the team has also been hard at work on some new surprise additions we plan to bring to the game over the summer. They are not massive changes, but they are pretty cool ones that I think you will have a lot of fun with. Interesting. Keep it in mind. He also says another group on our team is currently focused on our next game pack. This pack is a major first for us, and we are super eager to share it with you all later this year. Oh my god. What do we think? What do we think? I need feedback.
I can't even think if it's a first for them. I keep drawing on what they've already done.
So we've talked about the community voted pack. Again, you can check all of that out. They're developing the Hutch item, and you can check all of that out on the EA site. But let's go through and talk expansion pack. What do we think?
So there's been a lot of, like, earlier February, March time, like right at post-anniversary, there was a bit of a extended silence, and a lot of YouTubers resorted to doing speculation videos, and a lot of them were like saying that they think we're going to get something akin to Generations.
Interesting.
From Sims 3, which I never played, so I don't know what your impressions of that pack are.
Oh, the best. Jess, you're the current.
Yes, I love Generations. It just makes the whole family aspect of the game so much cuter.
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to Parenthood, which just made the family aspect painful.
Well, and that's why I think maybe we won't get that, because I feel like they already did their version of that. And if they do that, I don't know if it would be an expansion pack. I would love it. Don't get me wrong. I would love it. I just don't know what it could be that isn't either already kind of addressed or that they've already said, like, we don't want to do this. So I have no idea. I have no idea. And maybe they're at the point where we're going above and beyond. Like, I feel like they've recreated all the big winners of Sims 3. They didn't do Into the Future, which honestly wasn't my favorite. And wasn't that like the last one left to do?
Yeah.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like they kind of touched on it with the robots in university.
Right. Sorry.
It's okay. I'm just trying to think of what it could be. Like, okay, what are like modern trends that didn't exist when they were doing The Sims 3? Like, all I keep thinking of is van life, but they pretty much said they're working on mini cars. And we got
Big
tiny living
bummer.
on top of that. So definitely not van life. What else is trending? Because I have no clue.
I think it may surprise to many of you. I don't know. Like, I'm shook. I'm based on our like mini speculations. I'm going with it might be a travel thing. I think it's a go to another world type of experience. I just don't know what that would be.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, I got to think about this. Okay. What are your thoughts, listeners? Tell us, tag us, all the social medias. What about the changes over the summer? What do you think those might be? I'm thinking my thoughts are they're going to do some more expanding into the idea of swimming in areas that weren't previously swimmable. Like, I feel like those are like kind of low-hanging fruit that they've worked on a little bit. And it says things that you will have a lot of fun with. They're not massive changes.
Yeah. No, I'm just trying to think we got the Lunar New Year stuff and we got the Caribbean stuff. We got the freelancer careers. I think it'll be some kind of additional bonus base game content patch, but I don't know what it would be specifically.
Right.
We got a lot of building stuff in the last year, so I think it'll be more gameplay.
Yeah. My next thought is either falls into this changes over the summer or is the next game pack. This is a major pack, or this is a major first for us, and we are super eager to share it with all of you later this year. Is that our farming pack?
I don't know.
That would be cool.
I feel like that's something they've never done before.
I wonder if they're going to do a farming gaming pack and then maybe... Do you think they would do something like a medieval?
Don't hurt my heart.
But
Don't hurt my heart with that.
That's not new. So
maybe that's the expansion pack.
Amusement park. What if they did like in a theme park?
I would vomit. That would be so freaking cool. No way. There's no way.
I would love that. I love Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Yeah, I was like, let's just grab Roller Coaster Tycoon and Stardew Valley and put them in the Sims, and no one will ever play anything else.
Do we think that they're going to try anything to combat the, sales that might be taken away from Paralives coming up?
Does that have a release date?
No, but they did just release a trailer semi-recently.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I know they keep teasing stuff, but I'm like, how close are you really to launching?
Yeah. I don't know what that game is about. So, I know it's like Sims, but from the trailers, it's like, build a beautiful home and live in it. Like, yeah. Uh-huh. And what else? Can I go to college? Like, seriously, where? I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like it's just like, we want to compete with The Sims. So we're going to do that.
I mean, Will Wright has every right. It's his baby.
Not him, is it?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I thought he was something else. Proxy. Proxy is the game that Will Wright's working on.
Proxy? What the hell is Proxy? Anyway.
It's supposed to be kind of like Inside Out, only it's an app, I think. And you build your own memory islands.
Goodness gracious. Yeah, that sounds very Will Wright.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, lots coming, lots to do.
I just hope we get an actual pack announcement in May, because I can't deal with all this dragging out of not news.
I know. I mean, so they were quiet for a really long time.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that they've been forced to say something right now because of what's happening because everyone is playing right now, because we haven't heard anything in a while. And that's why I thought, like, I know the podcast is not a visual medium, but this graphic is laughable. It's like new expansion pack, new stuff pack, new game pack. Like, yeah. We like
that's what you do. Those are the three options. One of each. Yeah. Okay. New bundle. In 2021, you may be able to build a new bundle. Congratulations if you're patient, which it was I'm not patient.
No. First, there's going to be spring. After that, summer. Then you'll see fall. And after that, probably winter. Like, okay. No, I don't know.
Yeah. Bless their hearts. And I'm certain that their timelines, like everyone else's, have been totally screwed over by the current events. Because it's just difficult to make those transitions. Hopefully,
for sure.
Once now that we've made to the transition to so many people being able to telework, my husband and I especially are really hoping to hang on to some of those privileges, because it's just such a better quality of life balance.
I agree.
I know, once you get used to it, your productivity doesn't seem to be that affected in our particular career, like positions.
Yeah, I've been going a little crazy, but I think that's just because I'm not going outside. Like, I would be fine doing this if I could go do something else. Like, if I could see people and friends.
Right. Like,
outside,
go to the movies, go to a restaurant, go to the gym.
And then have my home workspace. Like, that's what's messing with my productivity, I think. I think everything else, like, under normal circumstances, I'd be better at this. Yeah. But these are not normal times.
No.
Not even a little bit.
Are we going to mention the stay and play? Hashtag stay and play?
I think we should. But are there any final thoughts on speculation stuff? It's a lot of I don't know. And I feel bad that we don't have theories, but
I'm just not good at that.
I'm excited. Yeah.
They've given us so little to work with. We really don't know.
Yeah.
Where to go with it.
We gave some opinions.
First, we got April, then May. After that, June is a month. Like, guys, we know.
And maybe July.
Oh, here, this is the thought in the back of my brain. Sorry, editor.
Are we
getting something storyline related? It's a major first for us, which I know they did sort of in Strangerville, but
yeah.
Are they going to expand that more and do something like Sims 2 stories? Are we going to get more, I guess? Oh, I don't know. There's so many possibilities. Mini games. Do you think there will be mini games in The Sims ever? Go.
What? The active careers kind of are.
Yeah, that's
and then
true.
you have the Strangerville storyline, but I don't think Strangerville, I feel like none of those were big sellers, so I don't know if they would invest in them.
Really? Oh,
like we did just like this last week's episode was about Spa Day and how Spa Day and Fitness Day or fitness stuff tend to be like really highly rated. I think if that's the kind of stuff people like, so maybe unique venues, which,
I would dig that. I would be about that.
Yeah, I'd like them to fix restaurants or like improve them, because it's not necessarily like one specific broken thing about them. They just need to work better. And university could use tweaking, but I just don't think they're ever going to fix stuff that's broken.
I mean, they've been better about it with this iteration of the game, Sims 4, than they have been about any other previous version. So there's hope. We end with hope. We must.
Fingers crossed.
So, like, if you go on the SimGuru's Twitter feeds, they're pushing this hashtag stay and play, stay at home with the Sims. Like, I feel like every single company is trying to do something to support this whole movement, this whole, like, public health, like, responsible citizen initiative.
Which is good.
So, like, every site I go onto has, like, some kind of pop-up about COVID. And this is, I guess, the Sims response. and they are promoting Twitch streamers that are not gurus, but I guess like well-liked game changers, so that they have like I guess like they're probably hosting these streams as my guess. So
Thanks for the phone call, EA.
Yeah, right? If you can see people like Little Simsy, Spring Sims, Miss Griffey, who's an amazing builder, as I recall, Simarchy, Coffee, and Chrissy YT, and some other people, I guess. And there's some Portuguese simmers, too. So I guess Sims is big in Portugal.
Nice. They're doing giveaway codes, right?
Like Brazil's Portuguese speaking, too, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
So, yeah. Go Portuguese. I don't know.
Lots of giveaway codes for games and discounts on the base game. It's
for sure.
It's a good time to be a simmer.
They have
it's not a great time to be anything else.
Yeah, right. They have sales going on. So if you're looking for anything, go see if it's on sale. And if you have, time to surf social media, definitely like follow them on, especially Twitter, the gurus. They're giving away a lot of game codes. So yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff. The good stuff in life.
We did get a correction on today's episode. I can pop in here. I think it was Julie on Facebook who's like, we were talking about being able to teleport using the wellness skill. And she's like, I can teleport my Sims anytime I want just by shift clicking. And she's right. We should have mentioned that to be complete. So if you have testing cheats enabled, you can obviously teleport your Sims. But the wellness skill lets you do it like in-game without cheating.
Guess what? We still don't know what we're talking about. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Filling our gaps. Appreciate it.
We're doing our best.
Always give us the feedback. If you're ever worried that we might be offended, don't think that at all, because we're totally open to feedback.
Totes my goats.
Love the feedback.
Very much so.
It means you're listening.
Yeah.
You like us. You really like us. There's really... I was going to try to do a segue, but I won't embarrass myself. A thing that I don't like... No, I can't. Sports. How do y'all feel about sports?
I think sports are played with balls.
Wow.
Although I did enjoy the 2-day WrestleMania. Thank you very much.
Did they end up doing it live? Like, were people there?
No, there's no audience. There hasn't been an audience in any of their shows for many weeks. But it's actually working. And they definitely played with it. They had each night had one like super cinematic match that wasn't really a match. It was a production.
Oh, cool.
So they were fun.
That's very good. Jess, sports, balls, any thoughts?
Yeah. Go team.
None of us are very sporty. However,
go Dragons, go Lobsters. We, on Team Llama that I am newly a part of, we're talking about drafts. So apparently in the sports, you can do these like fantasy drafts where you pretend you're making a team or picking a thing. And again, I don't do sports, but basically myself, Caitlin, and Melly sit and talk about if we could pick 2 expansion packs, 2 game packs, and 2 stuff packs only to play with, what would they be? And basically, if one person picks one, the other 2 people can't pick that one. So it was sort of like a pick and choose carefully so you get the ones that you enjoy. Spoiler alert, major upset towards the end for me. So
I want to know who won. I can't wait to hear.
Yeah, it's I mean, there's no winning per se, but it's a good time.
It's about how you play the game.
Even if you don't like sports, please tune in. If you do like sports, or if you listen to the podcast, All Fantasy Everything, this is very much inspired by that show. So tune in. Time for the shoot oots.
Shoot oot. We got a shout out on Apple from Aiden. Says, love the Sims, love all the teams.
That's us. They love us.
I feel the love. Oh my goodness. Says, Sul, I love this podcast so much. All the hosts are very sweet and woke and very conscious about people's needs and ideas. They always give credit where credit is due. While I mostly listen because none of my friends play, so I love hearing people get excited about updates and releases, I also really like the backgrounds/stories they cover when they explore the Sims world. I also like that there are enough of them that they all have different aspects of the game that they enjoy, so expansive topics related to both gameplay and building are included. I've learned so many little tips from them that have transformed my Sims experience. SSDGM Aiden.
Yes! Oh, Aiden.
Thank you.
You get like a round of applause. That was a well-written review.
It was, and it's so great to hear that like we give good tips, we cover gameplay and building, because we really try hard to cover every aspect of the game, because not all of us are builders, not all of us create Sims, so we try to really care for that, and we're so glad that you feel that way, Aiden. Thank you.
Yeah, and like we're woke. That's cool. Like,
that's super cool.
That's an aspirational thing, to try to be woke and like sensitive and not basically a big dumb white girl.
You guys, we're woke. Aiden said so.
We're woke AF.
We're good.
Woke AF.
You're welcome.
Seriously, thank you, Aiden. And, please, we encourage anyone and everyone to rate our podcast wherever they want to rate it and leave reviews, and we'll pick them up and read them on the show.
Mm-hmm. How can people leave reviews and tell us how much they love us, Roxy?
That's a good question, and I don't know, but I do know where to find us on social media. So you can also message us on these social media platforms, and we'll also read those things too. We kind of aggregate all of our feedback and then repeat it to ourselves to make us feel important.
That's right.
We feel special.
Exactly. Instagram and Twitter, you can find us. We're Plumbobcast. All of these places you can find us, because Under the Plumbob Podcast, we are the only one. But we are also on Reddit, Plumbob Podcast. And Under the Plumbob Podcast, as I said, Facebook, Tumblr. Our website is Trixie. It's undertheplumbob.com. There's no podcast because there isn't. It's undertheplumbob.com. And you can email us at Gmail or use the contact form on the website.
They're smart. Our listeners are smart. They'll figure it out.
So many Plumbobs and podcasts.
As long as you Google it, you'll find us.
Yeah.
Do you guys know that we're also on Twitch and YouTube, where we provide video content? The episodes, like where you're putting us into your ear holes right now, if you want to just do that on YouTube, you can. Is that a thing that you do, actually?
So, here's the real talk.
Oh, okay.
So, at the beginning of January, I started putting up our episodes, starting from the trailer and then episode 1 and blah, blah, blah.
Uh-huh.
And I was doing good. And then quarantine happened. And I'm still going to do this, but I'm taking a little break.
That's fine.
So, the last 2 weeks, there hasn't been a new episode, but we do have up to episode something.
It's great. It's doing great.
And you can listen. The visual part of it is just me playing The Sims, so that there's something to go with the video, to go with the audio, but it's not going to match up or anything. It's just most people just put on YouTube and listen to it if my kids are any indication. So
totally, that's totally a thing. But if you're looking for more visuals, you can watch those videos with our episodes. We have weekly Twitch streams. They happen on Saturdays at 11:30 a.m. Eastern U.S. time. We also have some After Dark streams that happen most Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Some of these are going to get a little wonky with all the quarantine happening. It's going to be okay. You can always find us. The past streams are on Twitch for you to rewatch if you'd like.
Mm-hmm. I think Ava and Caitlin have jumped on and played WoW a few times just out of boredom.
Totally.
We typically have our non-sim streams one day during the month at the end of the month, but we're making some allowances.
It's a crazy time. These are hard times.
Strange times.
All right. So we have a wonderful network of Patreon supporters we call Simizens, and one of them named Dom. He's in Germany. He's Nerdy Dude 24/7 on Twitter, but he was like, hey, I'll be your console expert. So he now posts weekly on Tumblr at under-the-console. And it's also open to any console questions you have, including which platform he plays on, because I keep forgetting to ask him. So if you ask him, I'll pass it on. I promise.
Dom's rad and a superstar, and we love him, and we love console players.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. I mentioned our Patreon. Please join. Anybody who can contribute gets invited to our private Discord channel, which is like where you get to be a fancy bitch and rub elbows with several of us host type people like me who are addicted to Discord.
We got merch.
Merch. Don't. Was it like Marissa was like, don't buy any merch right now if you're strapped for cash, and I totally support that. But if you do have some abundance of cash laying around and you don't need it to survive, you can go and check it out. We have some options there. There's occasionally sales that I forget to let people know about, but they're always right on the top of the screen, so you can see what your discount of the week is.
If you just got your stimulus check and it's burning a hole in your pocket,
and you already have all the packs. If you have all the Sims packs, there's something else you could buy.
Yeah. And you can, like Roxy, buy the mug and then just scratch out Back to the Real World. Just take a Mr. Clean Magic Eraser. That'll work. I don't know.
A Sharpie.
Nail polish remover.
Ooh, yeah. Yes, very crafty. We will not be doing custom mug orders. Apologies.
Make your own merch. If you make yourself something that says Under the Plumbob on it or whatever, one of our sayings, please do that. Share it. We will love to see what you come up with if you have nothing else to do.
Hell yeah. We love crafts.
I'm not crafty at all, so I admire anyone who can make anything that looks halfway cute.
Yes, please craft if you are able. Some of us do not have that luxury. We are not crafty. Big thanks to our writing and research team, Rebecca, Jen, Jess, all of the Jays, the Julias, everyone who contributed to this episode. We thank you. We need you. We got a ton of facts and figures from various news sites, the EA site, obviously.
That big data site, whatever it was.
Yep. I'm scrolling to find it. Super Data. Thank you so much, Super Data. The EA site, Sims VIP, Carl's Sims 4 Guide. Thank you, Carl. Sims Community, Sims Wiki, Simmers Digest, Iron Seagull on YouTube. Big thanks to all of those great, great folks for providing content. Last but not least, we thank you for putting us in your ear holes during this very bizarre time. Maybe by the time you're listening to this, it's the future and nobody even remembers what COVID-19 was. Maybe.
I hope so.
God, that'd be nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's just reboot this simulation that is our lives.
Yes. Seriously, who got an error code for the rabid rodent fever in their game? Oh, reminders. End of show reminders. Save your game if you're playing right now. Wash your hands.
Yes.
20 seconds.
Sing happy birthday twice. Be nice to every service industry worker that you interact with. Do that all the time, not just right now. Be kind to essential employees, to FedEx workers, to nurses and doctors and supermarket employees. Just be kind and be safe. Stay sane. Stay inside and play some Sims.
And sign up for your absentee ballots in case we don't get to go to the polls, because voting is super important.
Mm-hmm. Great idea. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I guess it's time to go back to the real world, just not outside particularly.
Yeah.
Yeah, stay home, play some games, do whatever floats your boat, but
take care of yourself.
Make sure you listen to our show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
got nothing to do. Listen to us, tell a friend.
Have a friend listen so you guys can talk about all of our episodes together.
Mm-hmm,
exactly. Maybe you have a friend who didn't used to play The Sims, but now they do. Or they used to play and then they stopped and now they are getting back into it. And you can recommend our show.
You got all kinds of time now. Use it wisely.
Yes.
All right, everybody.
You can use it to stare out the window as well and have your blanket time.
blanket time.
No
Blanket
pressure.
time 2020. Hashtag blanket time. Hashtag granny cult. Hashtag stay home. We love you guys.
Yeah, take
Bye.
care. Be safe.
Bye.
Buddies. Dag dag.
And we're praying. And who can hear who?
I can hear
Me.
Melissa and Roxy.
Me.
Roxy, you can hear Jess?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yay.
So,
Guys.